And we're recording.
All right. Welcome to the Next Level Wellness Natural Home Edition. We are the Young Living Unstoppables, and we came together. We started as a mastermind group that quickly evolved into just a wonderful community. And we are very diverse, but we are like-minded in that we desire personal development, and we desire to get oils in every home to fulfill the vision that Gary Young had when he started this company. So a couple of things. If you have questions, go ahead and does everybody know how to find the chat? Give me a thumbs up if you know how to find the chat. Okay, so if you have questions as somebody is talking, we're each going to take just a piece of this class, like 8 to 10 minutes. And if you have a question, go ahead and throw it in the chat so that you don't forget your question, but we're going to try to save the questions until the end. At the end, we'll have like an open question and answer thing. So we can either just read your question in the chat, or you can unmute yourself and we can have you ask your question that way. I want to thank you guys all for, this is our first class, so have some grace as we kind of maneuver through our first class together and iron out some of the wrinkles. And I am so, so grateful for every one of you that's here tonight. And I am going to introduce Susie, who will be introducing herself.
Yes, hello. Tammy's in Wisconsin, Mom. So we are originally from the great state of Wisconsin, and we are both sweating in Arizona right now. My name is Susie. I've been with Young Living for 5 years. I just passed my 5-year anniversary in February, and I really, really wish I would have found it way before Christopher was even in my life. So I'm excited to be a part of all of this and collab with these ladies, mostly not just to like learn and build off of things that we're learning in other places, but to learn about these products from other vantage points is pretty amazing. So I'm going to turn this over to somebody who's supposed to talk next. Sherry.
I think it's me.
Sherry. I'm going to turn it over to Sherry. Hi, Sherry.
I'll raise my hand. Ooh. Yes. Hey, thank you, Susie. So, hi, I am Sherry Hester. I currently live in Savannah, Georgia. I'm from Maryland, and then via Chicago, New York, and then Savannah. And I have been with Young Living. It'll be 12 years in August. Oh my gosh, 12 years. And I too wish I would have discovered it earlier, believe it or not, right? Like when my kids were young, like little, they were still in the house when I discovered it. But yeah, and I am just so excited to be here with all of you and with this amazing group. And I just love this class too. So I'm very excited about this class because the Thieves products and changing out my home has been really, really important for me. So now I pass it on to Lene.
Hey, hello there. My name is Lene, and I am a nurse by vocation currently, and a homeschooling mom now as of this year, and of a 9.5 and almost 8-year-old who like to push my buttons. So I was applying all the oils today to help with my emotions and theirs. But I've been with Young Living for a little over 7 years, and when I got started, my youngest was about 6 months old, and so I have been oiling them since then, and very thankful for the power of the plants that we now have in our home. So, and it's been extremely instrumental in my own health journey, and we'll get into that as time goes on in these classes and we get to some of the different topics that we're going to talk about. So I am very thankful to be here. I'm so thankful for these ladies, and I'm going to turn it over to Shelby.
All right. It would be nice if I unmuted myself, right? Okay. Can you hear me? Am I muted? Okay. Hi. Hello. Welcome. Oh my goodness. My name is Shelby. I've been with Young Living for 5 years. I live in Oklahoma. I have 2 oily babies. Um, 6 and 3. And I am so happy and grateful, you guys. I literally, oh, okay. I have a weak signal. Oh no. Should I try to go outside? Oh no. I can't see any voices, Shelby. What do you, can you see me better? Let me see. Oh. Let me see if I can go outside. Oh gosh. Okay. I'm outside. Is that better? Can you hear me now? But I'm outside or no?
We can hear you a little better. We still, for some reason, can't see you, but we can hear you better, I think.
Okay. Well, you can't see my face, but just imagine a girl from Oklahoma who's been with Young Living for 6 years. Who has 2 oily children. All right, y'all. I'll just go ahead and get started, okay? You don't have to see me. You just have to hear me, and you just have to know the importance of thieves, and just know that all of us want you to live the happiest and longest life that you can using Young Living essential oils. Okay, so I want you to think of 4 of your best friends. Okay, so get them in your head, think about them, think of how much you love them, 4 of your best friends. And if you're a male watching the replay or a male, you would just think of 2 of your best friends. Okay, you got them in your head? All right. So 1 in 5 women will have cancer by the time they are 60. 1 in 3 men will have cancer by the time they are 60. Y'all, that's crazy considering, listen to this, considering that the genes that cause cancer, the genetics, is only 5%. You guys, 5%. That means 90 to 95% is under our control. Okay. And I understand that there's going to be things that are out of our control, like smog or outside stuff. But listen, you are the gatekeeper of your home, and the change can start with you. And it can ripple effects to your friends, because know better, do better. Okay. So it's under our control. So how can you protect yourself? How can you protect your family? You can do it simple, and we're going to show you how. We're going to talk you through. It's called ditch and switch. Okay. But this is how you can protect your family, with like switching things like laundry soap, dishwasher soap, cleaning supplies, candles, and plugins. Listen to this, okay? Dr. Andrew Sled, who specializes in environmental toxicity, says burning a candle, okay? Burning a candle in your home for 2 hours, that's it, 2 hours, is the same as smoking a pack of cigarettes. All right, let's just pause, okay? Let's pause that, in case you didn't hear me. 2 hours of burning a candle that we think that we love the smell. You know, they have a nice flicker. 2 hours is the same as smoking a pack of cigarettes. And if you are thinking, well, how can that be? Like, I don't even know. Think about it. When you blow out that candle, that's when it's like, and it's like, whoa. And there's that black little smoke coming up, and sometimes you even start to cough because you've inhaled it, right? So when you inhale it, it's sitting in your lungs, it's coating your lungs. You don't even know what it's doing. I'm not a scientist, but this guy is, and he says that 2 hours of burning a candle in your home with your family is equivalent to smoking a pack of cigarettes. It can cause asthma and different things, okay? So I'm so thankful and grateful that we have an alternative with a diffuser and some oils. And guess what? With those diffusers and oils, you are boosting your immune or doing other things, whatever constituents the oils have. That's what you're diffusing. And sorry if I'm shaky, because you can see me now, but I'm outside. I'm already nervous, and so it's kind of shaky. I was going to try to find a tree or something. But anyways, okay, let's see here. Also, with the candles, think about the wick with the lead. Okay, you just don't want that. Right? Know better, do better. And that's what we're trying to encourage you to do. Is we're here to educate you and inspire you to tell others and to learn yourself. All right. So let's see here. Now that I'm outside, you guys can see me, and I need my notes. let's see here. Sorry, I think I left a page in there. Okay, so, oh, look, it's on the ground. That's awesome. What do we always hear? We always hear that people have done this for their whole life, right? Like done like, you know, we've always used candles and we're just fine. We've always used whatever cleaning agent and we're just fine, right? It's like, oh, well, we've always used that and we're just fine. But are they? But are you? Are all of a sudden you're fine one day and then you wake up the next and you have, you know, a diagnosis of fibromyalgia, or you're fine one day and the next day you wake up and you have inflammation on your joints and you're like, this is out of nowhere. One day you're fine and then the next day you have whatever XYZ and you're like, this makes no sense. I've been healthy my entire life. I've been running 5Ks. I've been eating all the vegetables. And now all of a sudden something happens. Okay, it's called toxic overload or chemical overload. Your body can only hold so many fake things, fake chemicals in your body. And if you don't detox from that, or if they can't get out, then your body goes into toxic overload. So I'm telling you right now, it's not too late. I'm telling you right now, you can still make the switch and you can teach your kids and other generations to make the switch. And then we can all have a ripple effect. Okay. I think it said 26 or 28 seconds after exposure is when it is found in the bloodstream. So we're going to talk about some Thieves products of how you can make it super simple and super easy to ditch and switch and, you know, use the Thieves products to do that in your home. Also, I just wanted to share a story with you about the Thieves laundry soap. My son has had, when he was born, he had eczema. Okay, really bad. And when I went to take him to the doctor for eczema, the very first thing they said was stop using laundry soap, which at the time I was using Thieves, so I already knew that. But I think it's very interesting. The very first thing they say, don't use any laundry soap. That's crazy. When my aunt had cancer, the very first thing they said to my aunt who had cancer, don't use deodorant. That's crazy. Why? Because it has aluminum in it and it's on your lymph nodes. But why are the regular people, the people that are not sick yet, why is no one telling us to use non-toxic deodorant, the Young Living cells? Or, you know, why are they not telling us to not use non-toxic laundry soap? Because I'll tell you right now, I don't want to get too long since I'm not following my notes, but I'm telling you right now, you are the gatekeeper. You need to look at ingredients. And one of these lovely ladies will talk to you about the Thieves laundry soap. But Google greenwashing, okay? Because all they do is slap a label on a bottle with a baby. Maybe it has some lavender. Maybe it says hypoallergenic. Maybe it says whatever. It's called greenwashing and it's a lie. Or they don't even have the ingredients on there. So what I would encourage you to do, like I had to do, was just read your labels. And you don't have to be a scientist, just Google it. The first 5 ingredients are the main ones. Google those and the side effects. So that's how you can protect your family, okay? Now let me tell you really quick what sets Young Living apart from other companies, and it's called Seed to Seal. And if you're wondering, you're like, Seed to Seal, what does that mean? Well, let me tell you. It's from the seed, the baby tiny seed that is planted in the ground, to the seal of the bottle that you're holding in your hand or that you're going to purchase. So Young Living makes everything easy button. We can trust them. We know they have integrity, and they have this thing called Seed to Seal. And it's awesome because you can go to any farm. 1 minute. Okay. You can go to any farm and you can visit it. And we're very transparent. Okay. The Young Living is very transparent, and that's what sets us apart. And the farms are amazing, and it costs $12,000. Okay. $12,000 per acre to what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say harvest, but to weed eat the farms. Okay. $12,000 per acre versus the leading other companies. We're the leading versus the other companies. It's $60. So let me repeat that again. $12,000 to weed eat our lavender farms per acre, or $60 per acre to harvest it. Okay. The transparency is there from the seed in the ground. You can go visit the farms. And we even care about the quality of the people that are picking and weed eating and distilling the the oils. So I know that they also have this part I really need my notes on, but we do a lot of testing, you guys, a lot of testing. And this is the part where I say, don't trust me, like look into it yourself, like look into it and see for yourself, like how many tests that we do on the oils from the seed to the seal. And you can even call the farms and they'll answer any questions. And I think we're going to post a video that Tammy loves. Yep, Tammy's saying yes. We're going to post a video with more details because seed to seal is really where it's at. But I don't want to take up all this time since I already took up enough time. So I'm going to pass it to Lene, and she's going to talk to you guys about what are essential oils.
Thank you, Shelby. Yes. So what are essential oils? People, it's out there. It's all over the place. Essential oils, use essential oils. But what actually are they? So essential oils are the lifeblood of a plant or bush or flower or tree. You and I, humans, have a circulatory system. We have veins and arteries that run all over our body, carrying the blood and other nutrients to those, all the places, right? So that we can live and have the oxygen and all the nutrients that our body needs to thrive. Okay, so do plants, so do trees, so do those flowers. They have a circulatory system that carries their lifeblood, life juices, however you want to describe it, throughout the plant, so that when there's an injury somewhere in that plant, that life juice goes to that area and helps to repair and restore the plant back to its natural state and back to its healthy, vibrant state. Okay, so how do we get that lifeblood out of the plant or the tree? And there's several different ways. For one, if it comes from fruits like oranges, tangerines, lemons, limes, those kinds of things, bergamot, those are cold pressed from the rind of the fruit. So you're basically just squeezing all the juice that you can out of that rind, and that's the essential oil that we harvest. The other way is by distillation. And distillation can happen in many different ways. And a lot of companies out there, not Young Living, but a lot of companies out there will use chemicals in their distillation process because it allows them to get more oil out of the plant. Well, when you use a chemical to distill something to get more product out, guess what's in the product now? Is that chemical. Young Living is like, no, because then we're not natural. Then we're putting in other things that could be harmful to the body. So they instead just use cool steam distillation, and that allows us to have the pure life juice of the plant or whatever it is that we're distilling. And then there's also resin tapping. So if you've heard of frankincense, they actually take the resin from the tree and get the oil out of that resin through a process that I'm not going to go into now. But so there's several different ways that you can harness that life juice of the plant. And so much like how the oils or that life juice helps the plants thrive, when we use those oils in our body, whether it's topically, aromatically, or internally with our Vitality line, we are harnessing the life juice of that plant. So if we have issues, say in our joints or in our digestive system or our circulatory system or brain function, wherever it is, and whatever oil we're using, that oil works with your body because it's a living thing. They're not dead. They're not dried herbs. There's no frequency. There's no life left in them. But the oils are still living. They still have a frequency. And so what they do is they work with your body. So they work differently in each of our bodies, right? We're all different. We all have different chemistries. But the oil, and so the oils are going to work differently in myself versus Sherry or Tammy or Susie or Shelby or any of you. And so lavender might go this way and then this way and then this way in my body. But for Tammy, they might go this way. Okay? Whereas if you get a synthetic sleep aid, let's say, something to help you calm down at night, it's a synthetic, it's formed in the lab, there's no life in it, there's no frequency to it. Guess what it's going to do? It's going to cut through and just go do what it's supposed to do no matter what is in the way. Whereas the oil works with your body and moves around based on what's in your body chemistry at that time. Synthetic things, medicines, whatever is created in a lab is just going to cut through, and that's why you get side effects, because it's having an impact on your body. So, but because all our chemistries are different, we're going to have to, it's almost like a trial and error kind of thing. I don't like to say that necessarily, but you're going to have to try different oils. So if you're needing help with sleep, you might start with lavender because that's a very popular one, or that didn't work as well for me. So I tried several different ones and found out that cedarwood is what works best for me, or rudavella, which is a combination. So it's, if you've heard people or yourself and you've tried one oil for one thing, and you're like, oh, I tried oils, it didn't work. Well, let's talk that through. Let's find out what you used, what company it came from, and see if there's something else that might be a better fit for your body. So sourcing of oils does matter. Like Shelby touched on, with our Seed to Seal, we have strict standards, science, sourcing, and now what's this? Standards. Yes. Sourcing, science, and standards. So our sourcing is a big deal. We partner with farms throughout the world, wherever that crop grows best. And we also have Seed to Seal suppliers, and we have our corporate farms. No matter at what stage, we all have to adhere to the same standards. So you know you're getting a quality product. We're not gonna cut corners anywhere just to make a profit. Gary was more about making a product for a purpose, or having an oil for a purpose. And the product is just a side benefit, but the profit was not his main goal. So sourcing matters. There are 4 different grades of sourcing for our oils. Grade A is the authentic oil, and that's what Young Living uses. Grade B, those are manipulated oils. Grade C is perfume, where perfumes come from. And then grade D are synthetic oils. So yes, you can create essential oils in the lab. And that's often probably what you see at the dollar spot at Target when you can buy frankincense for $3. It's probably a synthetic form made in a lab. So it's really important that you only buy grade A, and that's what Young Living does. Because if you're wanting to use oils to help your body, by using natural things and help your body do what it's supposed to do, why put an oil in your body that is made in a lab, or has other pesticides or herbicides? Yes, rose. I've seen rose for $1 at some places, and that's just ridiculous. So just to bounce off of that, it takes 22 pounds of rose petals to make 1 5-milliliter bottle, which is a teaspoon, of rose essential oil. So you can just imagine the cost that goes into that. So I'm willing to pay that extra money to get the pure thing. And pure rose essential oil that aroma is so much more pleasant than the stuff that you get somewhere in Joe Schmo's store, right? So that is pretty much what I have to say about what oils are, a little bit of education, and now Sherry is going to talk a little bit more specifically about thieves and why it's so awesome.
Thank you, Lene. Yes, I get to talk about thieves, which is really the star of the show tonight. So I am so excited. It was a little bit random, not really random, but how we came up with who would do what. And I got thieves, and I didn't even ask for it. And I'm so excited because this just happens to be my transition oil. This was the oil, my first oil, essential oil I ever used. So it is like so close to my heart. I love it so much. I have so many of them right here because I'm going to show you all the ways that it comes. I've got show and tell, but thieves. So first, I'm going to tell you my story in a minute. First, let me tell you what is thieves. Like, what a weird name, right? Like, what a strange name. So the reason it's called thieves is there is a legend behind it. So once upon a time, way back in like the 1500s, we don't really know, 15, 16, 1700s, wherever, the bubonic plague was rampant in Europe and everyone was dying. It was totally contagious. You couldn't be around it at all. You just died. And there were these men, some bad men, we might call them thieves. And they were oil traders, though. That's what they did. Like they knew all about oils. And they would go and they would rob the dead, those who had died. Well, even those who had died of the plague people were still, they couldn't be around them. Like other people were still dying just by being around the dead people, right? Like it was so contagious. These thieves didn't die. They just were very alive and very much bad men stealing from all these people. So when the powers that be finally captured them, they were going to kill them, but they said, we will go easy on you and we won't if you tell us how in the world you have not died. What is your secret? And that's when they said, well, we are oil traders. We know about oils. And before we ever go and to do our, around these bodies, we apply oils and herbs to ourselves. And so there's a legend out there. You can Google it. This is not a Young Living thing. This is a legend. And there are many, many versions of it. Well, our dear founder, Gary Young, kind of compiled all the best. And he realized that there were really 4, maybe 5 oils and herbs that were consistent in all of the stories. Oh, and by the way, it was called, I just learned this, so I have to look at it. It was called the 4 Thieves Vinegar. Back in the day, that's what it was called. So it had that name. So Gary took these oils. He took cinnamon, clove, eucalyptus, lemon, and cinnamon, clove, eucalyptus, lemon, and rosemary. Those 5 oils, and every single one of them was intentional. Every single one of them is highly immune boosting. So that's why we call our Thieves Blend, and see, hence the name. Right now, you get it. So that's why our Thieves Blend is notorious for being an incredible support to our immune system. And that is how I found it. When I first came to the oils, I had a horrible respiratory issue. I'm not going to go into my story because I don't have time. Oh, darn, I forgot to set the timer. Oh, do I get 8 minutes from this point on? Is that what happens? No. Okay. Anyway, so I needed definite immune system help when I came to the oils, and a dear friend of mine gave me the Thieves oil, and that was the first one. And I tell you what, I used it every which way. So I'm going to tell you how you can use it. So first, you can use it aromatically, right? You can put it in your palm of your hand, and then you can just breathe it in. And I did that. Oh my gosh, I was breathing, and it smells, you smell it? It smells delicious. It smells like Christmas. It's got cinnamon and clove. Just imagine. It's just delicious. So I would sniff that. Then you can also put it in a diffuser. I don't know if you can see my little baby diffuser back here. So I've got a diffuser going. You can put it in your diffuser, and that way you can inhale it everywhere. I did that too. We have, as Lene mentioned, we also have a Vitality line that is dedicated just for internal use only, and Thieves comes that way. So I would put some in my water. Later on, now I'm very adept at it. One of my favorite things to do, and I feel a little bit compromised, is to make what I call an immunity TEA, and I put a little bit of thieves oil in some water along with some lemon oil and some honey. Knocks it right out. Whatever you got, it's gone. So I was taking it internally. I was applying it. So here's the thing about applying it. Imagine cinnamon, clove, rosemary. We've got some hot oils. So it's very important that whenever you're starting out with the oils, you always do dilute it first, just because you just don't know. But this is a hot oil. Some people can put it right on. I can't. So what I did before, this is an old bottle. I actually, you can buy these roller fitments, and you can turn any essential oil bottle into a roller bottle. So what I would do is I would get a brand new thieves oil. I would pour half of it in another bottle and then top it off with some carrier oil. We actually have an amazing carrier oil that is called V6. It has 6 different carrier oils in it: almond oil, coconut oil, grapeseed oil, sesame oil, all sorts of stuff, and no smell. And then I just put the roller ball on, and that way I can apply it, and it does not irritate my skin at all, does not get me red or itchy or anything. So, so the thieves oil, you can also, you can put it, I like to put, when I make a diffuser blend, I like to put it with a dropper bottle because it makes it so much easier to put in your diffuser. So I do that too. Little did I know, I should have invented it, but I started this with the roller fitment. Well, then Thieves came along with an actual roller bottle. It's a little bit easier. You don't have to do anything. So you can actually buy it as a roller now, which is so convenient and so nice. I also put it in capsules. There's a wellness capsule that I like to make, again, if I'm feeling it all under the weather or compromised, with Thieves, oregano, and frankincense. So that just is a wonderful, wonderful blend. So Thieves, it is like our signature oil. It is one of our most popular oil blends. And for that reason, Susie is going to tell you about a lot of other products that have this amazing oil blend in it. And remember, it's immune system boosting. So anytime you use any product with it in it, you're getting a great boost. So Susie, tell us how we can get the best bang for our buck with these Thieves products.
Okay. Well, Sherry said that Thieves is the star of our show. So if Thieves is the star of our show, then the Thieves household cleaner is going to be our co-star. Like, this thing is tops, you guys. And I'm going to talk to you guys today about the starter bundle that Young Living has curated for us. They put a bunch of very popular Thieves products in one bundle, and that's what I'm going to talk to you guys about. And this one that I'm going to talk to you about first is the one that kind of changed my world, because I didn't know the crap that was under my cabinet until I started really diving into Young Living. I didn't start using the household cleaner until probably 9 or 12 months after I started Young Living. And it was only because of FOMO, because I didn't understand what this stuff was that they're talking about. So then they said, read the back of your labels, right? Go into your cabinets and look at the back of your bottles and see what's in there. And Shelby said earlier, the top 5, the first 5 are going to be the highest, I guess, ingredients inside the product. So I'm just going to cover that real quick, because I just want you to know what I found out before I started using the household cleaner. So first of all, these are some things that are potentially harmful ingredients that are common in household products, cleaners, laundry soaps, dish soaps, you get it. First are phthalates. Those are possible endocrine disruptors, and our endocrine system is very vital. So we don't want things to disrupt that at all. Triclosan can be in our products. 2-butyl-oxyethanol can be in our products, and that actually has shown to cause skeletal defects in fetal rats. Like, perchloroethylene is a central nervous system depressant and a class 2 carcinogen. Like, really have to look at what's in your products, and you are going to love what's in our household cleaner. So I'm going to go over that real quick, because once you know the harmful stuff that's in the products that are currently under our cabinets, you can really come to appreciate the stuff that's in the household cleaner. And I'm going to make this really easy, because as I go through this, I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to show you real quick this little graphic that kind of, I hope I can. This little graph, oh, it's because I'm on full screen. Anyway, this little graphic that kind of goes over it, because I'm going to like blurt out things and you're going to go, what? But basically what you have to know is there's 2 surfactants that are inside the household cleaner. One is, surfactants are just molecules that are like half fatty and half watery. So they help lift the oils away from surfaces and get that solution into water to get rid of them. But sulfate sounds like a really horrible thing, but it really isn't. Not all sulfates are created equal. The sulfates in Thieves cleaners are derived from coconut oil, so they are very clean. And that's the one thing I learned about Thieves when I started researching Thieves products, is Young Living goes through a lot of research to get the cleanest product into your home. So just the fact that they're looking for the sulfates in coconut oil was pretty impressive to me. So the other surfactant that's inside Thieves is derived from sugar and fatty alcohols. You can see right here what's in it. You can see that the very big 3-word thing, the tetrasodium, blah, 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 is actually made from plant material, and it's biodegradable with a wide pH range. So this is a very natural product, you guys. I love the Thieves cleaner. When I found out what was inside of it, I was like, yeah, that one is the one that we're going to use inside of our house for all the things. And that's why I have all the things in front of me, because that's what we use, right? So this is our Thieves cleaner. We just purchased a little spray top, and this is now my diluted multi-purpose spray. So I have one of these. And then this is the regular Thieves cleaner that I have right next to the baking soda in my cabinet, because this is how I clean my dishes. So you'll notice our laundry soap, I think Tammy's going to go into that a little bit. Our laundry soap is really gentle. That means that sometimes you need a good degreaser, and this is going to be your ticket right here. This with some lemon oil will help. I do that. I put lemon oil in all my pans right after I finish cooking, to help lift that grease right out. But the Thieves household cleaner goes a really long way, you guys. And I'm just going to tell you that this little guy right here is going to give you a majority of your recipes, because my glass cleaner is the best glass cleaner on the planet, and it's made from the recipe that's in this book. And this book is one book that I just give free when you get your starter bundle, because hello, it has I think it has a floor cleaner and a wood cleaner. It has a soft scrub recipe, which is the one that I use all the time. It's just baking soda and household cleaner. This will clean your entire house from head to toe. I have yet to try it on my oven, because my oven is going to be the big challenge. But I know that the girls have me covered as far as that goes. But if you guys saw my oven, you'd be like, dang, girl. This is another thing right here. This is my, I carry one in my purse, one's in my bathroom, one's in my laundry room. This is a stain stick. And all it is this. That's it. It's just an entire bottle of household cleaner. And you guys, this will take blood off of anything. I'm just saying. You guys can decide, but I have used this on something that had blood on it, and I was surprised. Like, this product will surprise you. It surprises me over and over and over again. So spots on your carpet, it's good for that too. Like, I could go on and on just on that product, but I know I have others here, so let me get into that. So in your bundle, in your starter bundle, you're gonna get the 15 milliliter Thieves oil that Sherry talked about. Then you're gonna get 2 of these. which I don't know. I don't go through this a whole lot. Like, I'm just really not a good cleaner. So, but it'll probably last you a year. 2 bottles would last me a year for sure. I mean, that's how good of a cleaner I am. So, right, wrong, or indifferent, that is my life. Next, you're gonna get 1 each of the Thieves Aroma Bright toothpaste and the mouthwash. So we use the Aroma Bright toothpaste, but we like the whitening toothpaste better. So because we're getting married in 11 days. There's going to be a wedding. So we are working on those pearly whites. So the whitening toothpaste has come in clutch for that. And the mouthwash, I will tell you that I just take this. This is Chris's bottle, actually. This came in really handy because I just take this whole bottle and I put it into this Ningxia bottle with like 5 drops of peppermint and 3 drops of spearmint and fill it with water. And that is our mouthwash. That's how we stretch it because this thing is super concentrated and super strong. So I started on like a 1/4 capful and then filled the cap with water in order to just use it and not dilute it at all. So that one, let me give you a few little tidbits on that one. Here's my notes are all over the place. But anyway, so the Aroma Bright toothpaste is, it's the base is the Thieves oil, and then it has virgin coconut oil with calcium carbonate and sodium bicarbonate, which we know is baking soda, right? It's sweetened with xylitol. So this one is not one that you want to use on your dogs when you're brushing dogs' teeth. It's not good for them. And then do I have a little bit? Okay, I'm gonna go on to what else you get. So you get the 15 milliliter, you get 2 of these, you get a mouthwash and a toothpaste, and then you get 2 bottles of the foaming hand soap, which is awesome. I just order the refill and then I fill all of my bottles to like here with this, and then I fill it with water. Like, you don't have to fill the whole bottle, it's up to you, but this stuff is pretty concentrated. So I just use this, and here we go again, because this one is also extremely clean. Let me see what we have. Same thing, it's free from bad ingredients like sulfates, dyes, all the icky stuff that we talked about before. And it has that really great aroma because it has lemon and orange as well. And then the pump just has this luxurious lather to it when you do use it. So I absolutely love that. And you guys, you'll get 2 of those hand soaps in the bundle, and then you get 1 of each of these. And these guys are clutch, you guys. Since we've been in a pandemic, we are going through this stuff like mad. And sometimes, like, I'm just gonna like put this out there, I may have just added a couple of drops of the Thieves essential oil and water to this and sprayed it and shook it up and sprayed it and used it that way, because some of this stuff went out of stock. Because when you have plants as your product, like, you're kind of reliant on Mother Nature. But this is a lifesaver. This is the Thieves hand sanitizer, and I will not use another one. I have at work, at my night job, we have these things all over, and I stopped. I started just putting this in my pocket because my hands would crack. I mean, they'd be bleeding when I got home from work because my hands were so dry. This stuff has an aloe vera gel in it. It has aloe vera leaf extract in it, which makes it extremely moisturizing for your hands. Not only that, but you have the Thieves, you have the power of the peppermint that actually creates the methyl, what is it called? Yeah, I'm not gonna remember. That thing that killed that alcohol, the methyl alcohol. Ours is derived by the peppermint plant. That's what's in this. The stuff at the store is synthetically derived. So that's it for me, you guys. You're gonna get the 15 milliliter Thieves. You're gonna get the toothpaste and the mouthwash. You're gonna get 2 Thieves cleaners. You're gonna get 2 foaming hand soaps, You're gonna get 2 of these, which is reason enough to buy the kit, honestly, or the bundle, sorry. And then 2 hand sanitizers. And I highly recommend putting another bigger hand sanitizer in your cart when you get this so that you can just refill these, because that's all I do. It's just buy the bigger one and refill it. So that is what's in the starter bundle, you guys. It's only $125. It's a huge value. All their bundles are huge values. And now I'm going to turn it over to Tammy, and she's going to give you a couple of more Thieves products.
All right, thank you so much, Susie. So I'm gonna try to go quick, just because we want to value your time, we want to honor your time. I forgot to do my introduction at the beginning because I was worried about introducing everybody else. So I will just tell you, I live in northern Wisconsin with my husband and my 10-year-old son. We've been using oil since he was about 3, and sleep and pain were the first 2 things that we used oils for. And I quickly moved on. Thieves Household Cleaner was my gateway product. I bought my starter kit right away. Thieves Cleaner was the first thing I bought outside of the kit. And I do have a confession to make. That first bottle lasted me probably 2 years because I did not use it enough. So I don't have a problem using it now because I use it on everything. I use it in my oven. I use it to clean my hot tub filters. I use it to clean my pool filters, wipe the dog dishes and the kennel out, toilets, glass, boats, fish guts, everything. As Susie said, when you get, you can either buy the foaming hand soap in the 1 pump, you can get a 3-pack, or you can get it this way. And it has the 60% alcohol recommended by the CDC to kill the yuck, but it is naturally derived from the peppermint essential oil, as Susie told us. Here is that big bottle of hand sanitizer that she was telling us about. So I have those little 1 ounce bottles in my son's backpack, in my purse, in my backpack, in the gym bag, in every place. And then we just refill it with the big bottle. And I actually take this to vendor events because every vendor event right now is requiring me to provide hand sanitizer at my table. And this is a great way to just introduce people to Thieves. And here's the whitening toothpaste that Susie talked about. And this actually is my favorite as well. I love it when I find another use for a common product that we have. And I will tell you that in a pinch, any one of our toothpastes can double as a deodorant. It's got a lot of the same products. So if you happen to go to a hotel and you remember your toothpaste, but you forget your deodorant, no worries, because you've got your toothpaste as a backup. Speaking of toothpaste, we also make a toothpaste that is Zytol free. And I have a 1-year-old lab, and he's going to get his toothbrush. I just found out this little trick, and I have a toothbrush ordered for him and video to follow. So it's safe for pets and it's safe for people. We have Thieves lozenges. We had lozenges before we actually jumped through the hoops with the FDA to be able to market a cough drop. The FDA has to agree that this actually quiets a cough, or we cannot say cough drop. We worked with the FDA until they were satisfied that this actually, we can market this as a cough drop. One of the things that Thieves does is helps to thin the mucus, and that's why it is effective at helping you to get a more productive cough, to get the junk out of where it does not need to be. Everybody needs all the little hand sanitizers, right? Thieves wipes. Oh, I was going to tell you about this bundle, and I've unwrapped it all. So anytime Young Living bundles products together, you will save at least another 10 to 15% on top of the wholesale price. And we'll get into that in just a minute. So one of our newest bundles is called the Squeaky Clean Bundle. And it comes with foaming hand soap and foaming dish soap bottles. Look at how cute those are. And they're foaming, so you're going to use less product. So fill it like halfway, a third of the way or halfway, and then slowly fill it up with water. Make sure you leave room at the top. And then I'm a bubble snob, but the things that cause bubbles in everyday products are the things that you don't want. So if you just add a teaspoon of baking soda to the Young Living dish soap, that will get you bubbles. And then you have your bubbles and you have your clean dishwasher or dishwashing soap. We also have Thieves Laundry Soap. And this, it says to use, like, I use like a tablespoon when I'm using this. So this says 64 loads. I actually get more than 64 loads out of this. I turned this into 8 gallons because I use Thieves Household Cleaner and baking soda and borax, I think. And then I make 2 gallons at a time. And so there's enough in here to turn this bottle into 8 gallons. You can use it this way if that's the way some people really like the easy button. I like to stretch my products. So I do it that way. Couple other things. Thieves Chest Rub came out not that long ago, and this stuff is amazing. It comes in a little applicator that just makes it absolutely easy to put it on like your throat, your back, your chest, any place that you need this to help you breathe a little bit easier. There's menthol in here, there's Thieves in here. And like I said before, Thieves kind of helps to thin all of that mucus so that you can get the yuck out. And even when you buy organic, fruits, vegetables, things like that, there are still things on there. There's still impurities on there. They may not have used chemicals, but things fall on the ground. People touch them. So to make sure that your organic produce really, really is clean, we make the fruit and veggie soak and this little spray. So I have this one in my lunch bag. So like when I go to work, even if it is a banana or an orange or something that I'm going to peel and get rid of the peel, I still spray it and wipe it down because you just don't know what's on that peel. And this is phenomenal. I use the spray for strawberries. I don't like to soak my strawberries because they're very porous. So what I will do is I will just give them a quick spray with this, and then I put them in a colander and then just rinse everything down. But grapes, this is phenomenal on grapes. You take grapes, even if they're organic, you pick them off the stem, you put them in there, give it a little rinse, add a splash of this in your bowl. And then I just take my hand and do this and then swirl it around a little bit and rinse. And you should see all of the junk that comes off your clean grapes. It's amazing. So the Squeaky Clean bundle, I'm sorry, I got sidetracked. Squeaky Clean bundle is going to come with the foaming hand soap refill. So this big guy, you're going to get 1 Thieves Household Cleaner, which is, my bottle's black because it's an old bottle, but it's the 14-ounce bottle. You get Thieves wipes, and then you get these cute bottles that I told you about. And are you ready for this? I love these. You get this little wand with interchangeable parts. So you have like a scrub brush, you have this is the attachment I like to clean out my hummingbird feeders with. It's like a sponge on top of there. And then this is great for glass. It's kind of soft and foamy, but those work just on your interchangeable handle here. So that's how that works. All right. So if Susie's bundle, the starter bundle that she talked about, if you think that's not the right fit for you, we have another option. You can always buy retail. I don't think any one of us on this video will ever recommend that you buy retail because friends don't let friends pay full price. You can get what is called the basic starter kit, and it comes with 5 milliliter Stress Away. It comes with Thieves Mints. It comes with, what else comes in there, ladies? Do you get Ningxia Red with it anymore? 2 Ningxia Reds. But basically what that gets you is your wholesale membership. And that gets you 24% off retail prices. So if you spend $25 to get that starter bundle, it's like a Costco or Sam's membership. And then you get to buy the products for the same price that we pay. So if, let's just say, you're into the fruit and veggie soak, you'd like to try that, and a hand sanitizer, we can help you put a bundle together to get just the products you want, add that $25 basic membership, and you have personalized your start to Young Living and to healthier living. So I want to be conscious of your time, so I know I flew through some of that stuff. I do want to let you know that our next class is 2 weeks from today. Next Level Wellness. the core 4 supplements. So it's the 4 most important supplements. If you've never tried a Young Living supplement, those are the 4 you're going to start with, or actually one of the 4, and then work your way up to all 4. Wondering, I didn't see any questions. And oh, Sherry, thank you. She posted the link to the next class in the chat. We will also post it on our business page on the YL Unstoppables page. And wondering if anybody has any questions. I didn't see any in the chat.
How do you clean your oven with the household cleaner?
All right, I will tell you, my oven, I clean my oven. I take the vacuum cleaner first, because let's just say pizza, lasagna, anything that has boiled over and is stuck, there are solids, right?
Yeah.
After everything cools down, I get my vacuum cleaner out and I vacuum up everything that I can vacuum up. I take one single paper towel and kind of mist it with thieves and get all of the solids out of there. And then I actually take baking soda first, and then I just take the thieves, I use it straight because then it's a nice heavy degreaser. And I just kind of shake the bottle over and play around with it a little bit. And I let it sit there for about 15 minutes and then I come back and clean it. And the thing is, if your oven's really bad, like mine was the first time I did it, you may have to do it a couple times. You don't have to do it a couple times right in a row. The more often you do it, the more you will get off of there.
Okay.
So Tammy, you don't have any heat in there? You don't turn the oven on at all? You just let it sit?
No, ma'am. I do it when it's cold. And I will tell you my trick to hot tub filters and pool filters. They make a very caustic cleaner for those. And I just use a combination of my dishwasher soap. So the dishwasher powder, not the liquid soap, the dishwasher powder and Thieves Household Cleaner. And I let it soak overnight and then I pressure wash it with the hose. I don't ever use a chemical to degunk my filters.
Good to know.
Oh, Shelby talked about my, I have a better than soft scrub recipe, and that is baking soda and peroxide, and you make a paste out of that. Fresh baking soda works best. And this is not a recipe that you want to store. You just want to make whatever you're going to use that day. So it is baking soda and peroxide and Castile soap and lemon essential oil. And that pulls just about, it's great for grout. If you save an old toothbrush, an old electric toothbrush, it works great on like the grout in the shower or the corners in the, I have a tile floor and my grout is not the same color that it used to be. So I'll get down there with that toothbrush in the high traffic areas and it's wonderful. It works better than the CLR that my husband, I will share a picture in our business page. It works better than my husband's caustic CLR and it doesn't burn your lungs.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing that.
You're welcome.
There are so many recipes out there that we can do, right? Like we use thieves and it cleans everything.
The thing that I love about this is when I first started, we didn't have a lot of the products that we have now. So I had to learn how to make the things. So I know how to make the things, but a lot of times what I will do is if Young Living has a product, I won't make it anymore. But we can teach you how to DIY it, or we can teach you how to buy it. And if there's something that you like, and I like to make my own foaming hand soap. Just because then I can change up. We have quite a few different aromas now, but before when we just had Thieves and lavender, I like to mix up like some of the woodsier oils and orange because then my husband liked to use it too. Well, I would like to thank all of you for spending your hour with us tonight. Thank you so much for being part of our inaugural class tonight as we work through some of our nerves and jitters. I really appreciate every one of you on this call, and have a pleasant evening. And I hope we see you 2 weeks from now, same channel, same time. Have a wonderful evening.
Thank you all so much.
Question for you.
Oh, question.
How much is the Squeaky Clean bundle?
Oh, good question.
Am I still here? Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
you are.
Bundle is $140 wholesale and the retail is $184.21.
Okay, all righty. Thank you.
Yes, you're very welcome.
Awesome.
Thank you, ladies.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Nice to meet you all.
Nice to meet
Yes,
you.
nice to meet you too.
Thank you.
Thank you.